is up? We are back with another RAWM video, and RAWM has sent me another ES21 Pro, and the difference is this time it is not an omron optical, it is not a huano transparent green shell white dot, but these ones are going to be the new RAESHA opticals, which is pretty interesting. The packaging is still the same RAWM mouse. Let's remove this sticker and put it back. We don't need the box. We've seen, if you want an unboxing video, go watch the older ES21 videos. We'll have all the unbox there. But today we're going to compare the three mice here. We have the original with the omron opticals, and this is what it sounds like. Next we have the ES21M with the huano transparent green shell white dots. And the new ones are the ones with RAESHA opticals. So it looks like the scroll wheels and the side buttons are the same. The only difference is the main buttons. Again, these are the omron opticals. Here are the RAESHA opticals. Significantly heavier. In fact, it's heavier than the huano transparent green shell white dots over here. Now, the reason why they have gone through these three iterations is, I think RAWM is in development with these ES21 Pros and ES21Ms. I think they started off with the omrons because they are the most popular, especially they're like the Lamzu Maya X, which this mouse is very similar to, except the Maya X has a wider side. The RAWMs are only 56-57 millimeters in width, while the Maya is around 59 millimeters, 59-60 millimeters in width. Other than that, the triggers and the feel of the mouse height, the hump feels almost identical to the Maya X. But you know, RAWM has been iterating the ES21 with the ES21M with mechanical switches, and then now with the RAESHA opticals. I think because they have issues with the omron opticals. I think the omron opticals were just not reliable enough. It was not sweet enough for them, I suppose. I don't know why they did this, but with the RAESHA opticals, this definitely feels more like mechanical switches, if I'm being honest. It is closer to the RAESHA opticals are closer to the huano transparent green shell white dots than they are to omron opticals, even though they're both there are two optical switches here. Yeah, the omrons are significantly lighter and much more spammable. The RAESHAs are definitely heavier than the mechanical switches and definitely heavier feeling than the omron opticals. By far the heaviest, but They feel fine. If I'm being honest, they feel better than what they do on the pulsars. The pulsars are much more hollow and even louder sounding. They're pretty loud here, if you can tell the difference, if you can hear the difference between the Huano mechanicals and the RAESHA opticals. I think the RAESHA opticals are louder. They're definitely heavier, but they are nowhere near as loud as pulsars or as heavy, clunkier feeling on the pulsars. These are better implemented on the RAWM ES21s, and I feel like it's probably down to the switch mechanism or the the way the housing is, or how the plungers work. I suppose the RAESHAs definitely work better on the ES21s than they do on the pulsars, or the pulsars X-Lite V3 to be precise. But I still think that the mechanical switches are better, and I prefer the Omron opticals. But I have to admit, the Omron opticals on the ES21 Pro is not as nice as the one on the Lamzu Maya X, where on the Maya X it seems like the design of the button, or the way the the mechanism of the plungers, or how the button is mounted onto the chassis, it just works flawlessly and very crisp and nice. While on the ES21 Pro, it's okay, but I would say it is 80% of the Maya X, even though they are the same switches. I'm sure it's something to do with the way they design the buttons itself, not the switches. So it's not bad, but the Maya X is definitely 20% better. And compared to the RAESHAs, the RAESHA opticals are better than the Omron opticals on the ES21, but they do feel a little bit heavier. They do sound a little bit louder. I must say the ES21M, the one with the mechanical switches, seem to be the best one among the three right now. So if you're looking for a Maya X shape with a slightly thinner waist, slightly smaller waist, instead of 59-60 millimeters waist, you're going to get a 57 millimeter waist on the RAWM. This is the shape for you to go to if you want a slimmer Maya X. The build quality on the latest RAESHA equipped ES21 Pro is solid. There are no creaks, nothing's moving. Switches are excellent. In fact, I think the side buttons, they're the same. They're still very good side buttons. I have no problems with them. If you press down hard, they do sink in a little bit on the edges here, but that's not how you actuate the side buttons. So it doesn't bother me even if it does, because on your side buttons you are only gently, lightly pressing down on it. So even if it does sink in a little bit, as you can see here, it doesn't really affect the performance or have any impact on how you actually use it in your hand. So overall, pretty good. But if I'm gonna rank it, I'm gonna say the Huanos rank first. the huano transparent green shell white dots are better than the RAESHAs, and then maybe the omrons. Yeah, omrons are last. Yeah, so anyway, that is the RAWM ES21 Pros with omron opticals, RAESHA opticals, and huano transparent green shell white dots. Hope you enjoyed this video and took some useful information, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.